Welcome back to Wave of Dalker, Film Review Friday episode, whatever. A little bit of a late release, sorry about that, but you know what? We move. Like and comment, let me know what movies you watched in the comment section down below. First up, Paris, Texas by Wim Wenders. Watched on my Criterion 4K that I just got. This movie is fucking beautiful. My review, Wim Wenders turned the unremarkable, remarkable desert highways, gas stations, city rooftops all look so gorgeous through his lens. The first two shots we see of Jane and the Peep Show building are so breathtakingly beautiful. The colors are amazing. The lighting, the performance is a perfect film. Yeah, this one blew me away. And like I said, there's when Travis is traveling across Houston to try to find Jane, Jane, right? It's Jane. Yes. With his son, with Hunter. It's this shot. She turns around from the bar. You assume it's her, and it's this shot when she. Oh my god! I just need to pull this. No, I'm gonna get copyright strike. This shot's unbelievable. It's so good. Watch it if you haven't. It's on HBO Max, or get the Criterion 4K like I did. This movie's unbelievable. It looks amazing. It's beautiful, poignant, powerful, awesome. Everything I love. Rewatch Superman. I'm just gonna run through my little lengthy review that I got here. Things I loved about the best comic book movie since The Batman. David Corenswet is Superman. The looks, the physicality, the composure, everything. He nails it and is a damn good Clark Kent. Best since Christopher Reeve. Rachel Brosnahan is Lois Lane. Her and David's chemistry is so palpable. The interview scene is one of the best in the whole movie. I also love that she got to wear the iconic purple top during the final act. Nicholas Hoult delivers my favorite performance as Lex Luthor, just radiating with envy and bitterness. I'm so excited for this character's future, and for him to interact with more villains, and especially David as Superman. The Justice Gang was awesome, so funny. I love Nathan Fillion in just about anything. Was the perfect guy to play Guy. I also thought the constructs looked super good. Very excited for Lanterns. Isabella Merced was awesome as Hawkgirl. Looking forward to a suit upgrade, but maybe the potential introduction of Hawkman. The best in town was Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific. A character I was not super familiar with, but I'm very excited for this future in the DCU. His suit was far and away the best of the gang. Metamorpho, the Engineer, and Ultraman were all super fun. Love the Daily Planet staff, especially Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy. Finally, a funny Jimmy. He had some of my favorite lines. His dynamic with Eve was one of my favorite parts of the movie. Crypto was amazing. The CG looked so good. Excited for more of him, and maybe the introduction of Ace in the Batman movie. Ma and Pa Kent were cute. The Fortress of Solitude looked amazing. Excited for more of Gary and Superman robots. Cool to see Bradley Cooper as Jor-El, or maybe not. I saw someone theorize that he is General Zod, and while I don't have a lot of stock in that, it would be super cool to see Cooper have a big role in the DCU. I really loved all the action sequences. The choreography was amazing, and the camera was super dynamic. Loved the visuals throughout, super colorful and bright, as Superman should be. Also really loved the various contrasts present throughout, allowing Superman to really pop. The music was incredible. Choosing to keep the primary motifs of John Williams' score was genius. It's too iconic to scrap, even though we have had 3 perfect Batman scores from Elfman, Zimmer, and Gicano over the last 30 years. Besides the primary theme, I love the Luthor Court music. Overall, just an incredible first installment into the DCU film catalog. Makes me so excited for the future of this universe. DC definitely has the title belt right now over Marvel for me. I'm incredibly excited for F4, but Doomsday and Secret Wars are looking a little bleak. DC on top. Please don't fold Matt Reeves' universe into this one. We can have 2 Batman. Oh boy, 2 cakes. But I'd love to see Pattinson and Cornswood interact. It would be perfect, but no, I must resist. Yeah, it's awesome. Go see it. I loved it. It was very fun. Next up, Barry Lyndon by Stanley Kubrick. Nothing will ever look this good again. Watched on my Criterion 4K, which just released, and I got, which was very fun. Yeah, I mean, this film was unbelievable. It looks incredible. I feel like every still is a goddamn painting. Everybody talks about like the iconic one. When Barry is laying out with his friends all wasted or something in the room. The story leaves a little bit to be desired, but you're not really watching it for it. You're kind of just watching it to get a masterful, well produced, well shot, 1700s film from one of the greatest directors of all time, and you got that. This movie is unbelievable. Watch it if you haven't. It looks, it's just gorgeous. The lighting, it's amazing. Thelma and Louise by Ridley Scott. I know it's crazy, but I feel like I've got a knack for this shit. This felt very true romance adjacent to me, which is great, which is a great sign. I've been loving checking out Ridley Scott's smaller scale stuff like American Gangster and such. He's such a master of his craft. What I meant by that is he's known for Gladiator, Blade Runner, Alien, and then obviously, he has American Gangster. He has Thelma and Louise. He has, what else? What else have I seen from him? Massive scale. These are a little more, intimate human stories. Blade Runner, these all have human story elements, but he's a very grandiose director, And I really enjoyed American Gangster and Thelma and Louise because they're, more personal, taking place in a relative modern age as opposed to, ancient Rome, the future in space, a future dystopian Los Angeles, a future in space. These are more, earthly tales, which I enjoyed. Sheridan and Davis are incredible. Thelma might be one of my favorite movie characters ever. It was very fun to watch the shift from this very low-key housewife to a cold-blooded crook. When she robbed the store the same way... Oh, shoot. The same way JD did. I had the biggest grin on my face. Pitt, Madsen, and Keitel are amazing as always. Always love to see Pitt with an accent. Great Zimmer score, too. Really, really good. Yeah, Brad Pitt was amazing. All right, everybody, don't lose your head so you don't lose your head. I thought he was really fun. I love young Brad Pitt as my guy. This movie's incredible. Very rewatchable as I'm anticipating it to be. Silver Linings Playbook by David O. Russell, and I've seen American Hustle, which also has. I want to watch The Fighter too. I don't want to watch Amsterdam. Who's the last guy? I was thinking about this. That is John David Washington. No shit. Okay. Whatever. Silver Linings Playbook. Bradley Cooper, De Niro, Jennifer Lawrence. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Bradley Cooper's my close personal friend. J-Lo is the goddess Go Birds. Yeah, J-Lo is so hot in this movie. It's actually unbelievable. I really love Bradley Cooper in just about anything. Like, I watch him do anything. I really love him as an actor. I think he's very charismatic, and he puts a lot of things into his roles. Maestro aside, I really like him. Like, his performance in Licorice Pizza is one of my favorite performances of all time. He's actually unbelievable in this. But yeah, this is very heartfelt, very sweet, very personal, very human. And yeah, J-Lo is fucking smoking hot. And De Niro is an Eagles fan in this. That's fucking awesome. Go Birds. Mississippi Burning by Alan Parker. Have I seen anything else by him? No. Do I want to watch anything else by him? None of these are on my list, so probably not. Gene Hackman, Willem Dafoe. Love to see Hackman and Dafoe go toe-to-toe, two of the greatest American actors. I'll watch Gene Hackman eat a sandwich and drink, a glass of juice while he watches a football game. I'll watch Gene Hackman do anything. This was great. Some of the most, wickedly evil and cruel, depictions of racism, just people in the Deep South were just so wickedly evil and racist sometimes. I like seeing Dafoe play a bit of a straight edge, because, the point that he's gotten into his career now, obviously playing Green Goblin. My favorite performance of his, Thomas Wake in The Lighthouse, obviously, a crooked lighthouse keeper who's, gone mad. Or has he? That's the whole thing. I really like him playing the straight edge. And Gene Hackman's also playing a bit of a straight edge, just kind of going toe-to-toe. It's kind of like Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington in Crimson Tide. It was great. I really enjoyed it. It's a good watch. If you want to watch just two great actors go toe-to-toe, watch Mississippi Burning. Rewatched The Lighthouse on my new 4K. All right, have it your way. I like your cooking. Had the pleasure of enjoying this for the umpteenth time on my new 4K copy, and it was wonderful. This is my favorite looking film of all time. My God, I would hang every frame up on my wall. The deep black shadows, the clever composition, the tricky camera movement. Eggers and Blasky were in their bags. Robert Pattinson is unrecognizable as Tommy Howard. Probably my favorite performance of his. The accent, the wild sunken eyes, the devilish grin, the manic laughter, next level stuff. Willem Dafoe is always a damn delight. His Hark monologue is incredible. Somehow this movie is incredibly cozy and inviting for the first hour. I would love to drink and clean with these guys. Eggers has not been a bad feature, and I'm very excited for Werewolf. Just one of my all-time favorites, and will be a top 4 staple for a long time. Yeah, I'm in love with this movie. It's my third favorite movie of all time. It'll be in my top 4 probably forever. Incredibly rewatchable. Pattinson's my goat. He is absolutely unbelievable in this. And yeah, it's a fucking perfect looking movie. I'm in awe. My mouth is agape at so many of these frames. The lighting. Everything. It's gorgeous. And my 4K came with a fun little slideshow, which I thought was amazing. I'm in love. I have a poster of it on my wall. I have the A24 screenplay book. I have a 4K. I love this movie. I'd love to get a tattoo of something related to this sometime. It's amazing. If you haven't seen this movie, watch it. It is gorgeous. Next up, Point Break by Catherine Bigelow. Okay, so she's done... I want to watch Strange Days. Probably watch one of these two. Okay. Yeah, Point Break. Swayze, Keanu Reeves. This movie rocks. Swayze's Joe Cool. Keanu's not a very good actor, but I like a lot of his lines. Gary Busey's so damn funny. Great action. Yeah, Busey's my favorite part of this movie. He has just some like ridiculous lines. Like he's like laughing maniacally at like the newspaper comics in the car while he's waiting for Johnny Utah to get back. And I thought that was just very funny. Some really cool action. The surfing scenes are shot really well. All the bank robbery scenes are really cool. Yeah, I really liked it. It was fun. It was funky. Kind of a, like my favorite, the great heist movie like Heat. This is kind of, obviously it's heated Jason because it's a heist movie, but then you're getting just these two. But I feel like a lot of heist movies have the two charisma junkies going head to head, and while Keanu, pales in the shadow of Swayze's charisma, they're both these guys. It was very fun. I liked it. Next up, Night of Cups by Terrence Malick. This is the second Malick film I checked out after Tree of Life. I wanted to check it out. Christian Bale, I love him. The way Malick maneuvers the camera around his subjects creates such a unique feeling of intimacy while also making me feel as though I'm intruding. The soft dialogue and voiceover only increases the sensation. Malick's creativity confounds me. Yeah, this movie... Tree of Life was like this too, but Tree of Life was much more profound. This was kind of left a little to be desired, but I still enjoyed it. Just based on the merit of filmmaking. Story-wise, I was kind of a little lost. Like, I kind of understood what was going on, but I tried to watch I tried to watch Song to Song at like the day after this, and it just kind of like I need like a week in between watching Terrence Malick films because the camera, it kind of gets exhausting at a certain point. There's also bits where I really enjoy it. It's just so active and it's so like I'm just right there. And I don't know, like each watch, like I said, I've only watched Tree of Life and Night of Cups. But every time both time I watched them, I was just like so. It's just like constantly perplexed while also like fascinated, and like I said, just like a kind of feeling of intrusion. It's very bizarre. I haven't watched any film like either of those two, just based on the storytelling, the pacing, the cinematography. Like the whole thing is just very. It's unique and it's kind of overwhelming. And I want to watch more Malick because he's kind of heralded as one of these great directors, but I kind of just need to like pace myself because I don't know if I could watch all these in a week. But this was really interesting. I'll check it out if you're a camera junkie like me. Like I love when cameras do cool stuff. I love when directors use their camera in a cool way, and I think Malick does that really well. But yeah, this film is it's tricky. It's interesting. Next up, Superman 2. And it's not by Donner. It's by Richard Lester. Have I seen anything else? Okay, he does Superman 3. Beatles movies. Three Musketeers movie. The Knack and How to Get It. Whoa. Rita Tushingham. Okay, Rita. Yeah, Superman 2. I watched Superman like million years ago. It feels like. This one was fun. Not as fun as the first one. I love Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. I wish he was in this more, but obviously, it's Superman fighting the crooked Kryptonians, General Zod. I couldn't tell if they recast Lois. I don't think they did. I think she just got veneers. I'm like 80% sure she got veneers. I should look it up. Did Margot Kidder get veneers for Superman 2? Well, here we go.
You know that I wouldn't say all those things.
This is Superman 2.
Really care.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I mean, what else are friends for?
Well, I'm not actually. I don't want to. She's probably no. I'm not gonna. Never mind. Whoa. Hold on. Margot Kidder. Yeah, I imagine she had. I was just curious. It's like for the first 30 minutes, I was like, is that still the same actress? And then it was clear that it was, but she just didn't. I don't know. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun Lois and Clark moments. The final fight at the end where he threw the Superman logo, and there's just a lot of funny stuff that went on. Yeah, didn't like it as much as the first one, but Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor is hilarious. There's a scene where he's just it's like, oh, thank God, Superman. I mean, get him! Very funny, very campy. Rewatched Spider-Man Homecoming for the first time in a little bit. Objectively not the best Spider-Man movie, but definitely my favorite. I vividly remember the hype leading up to Tom Holland's appearance in Civil War and then the announcement of his first standalone movie. I love Tom Holland's Peter Parker and his Spider-Man. I think he was a great mix of what made Tobey Andrews' portrayals great, while actually looking like a high schooler. I don't actually mind most of the Iron Man Jr. stuff in this movie. Far From Home is when it gets a little out of hand, but I think this movie strikes a good balance of Peter fighting his own battles and Tony stepping in. Michael Keaton is comfortably my second or third favorite live-action Spider-Man villain behind Willem Dafoe's Norman Osborn. I think he's super badass, has a great suit, and one of my favorite Spider-Man sequences ever is when he greets Peter at the door, takes him and Liz to the dance, and gives him the dad talk. Super, super cool. I'd love to see him return in a small role in Brand New Day or something. Keaton is always a treat. The movie is fun, has great action sequences, looks great the majority of the time as far as MCU movies go. Just good, clean fun. Also, Peter digging himself out of the rubble is a top 5 live-action Spider-Man scene. Great movie. Yeah, I love Spider-Man Homecoming. It's definitely my favorite of the Spider-Man trio thus far. I'm very excited for Brand New Day. I think Tom Holland's a great Spider-Man. Yeah. And like I said, like Far From Home and No Way Home is when it gets a little out of hand for me. Kind of with like the Iron Man Jr. stuff, just with like Quentin Beck's whole motivation being against Tony Stark as opposed to being a villain motivated and like solely against Spider-Man. Like Michael Keaton is mad at Spider-Man because Spider-Man's fucking up with his business. But Mysterio's solely fucking with Peter Parker and Spider-Man because he's openly endorsed by Iron Man, that whole thing. So that kind of frustrated me. But I like this movie a lot. And yeah, that's it. I watched this today, so I'm going to talk about that next week. Yeah, those are the movies I watched this week. Let me know what movies you watched this week in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.